Have you ever wondered what kind of character you would be if you lived in the Star Wars universe? Today we're basically creating a self-insert original Star Wars character, and I found this video made by Sai Does Stuff, where he created himself in the Star Wars universe basically, and he has 12 questions that he uses to create this character, and I will be stealing those 12 questions from him. Let's get started. And as we're going through this video, I would also love to know what your answers would be to these questions, so if you want to leave them in the comments. Yes. So first question, what's your name? I would just use Avela Vendela, that would just be my Star Wars name. That's kind of my Star Wars name already. So yeah, that would be my name. And question number 2, what's your species? And I'm just gonna be boring and just be a human. Yeah. And then number 3, what's your age? And this is a bit of an interesting question, because if you're a character in a story, you're gonna age as the story processes. But I'm gonna say I'm just the age I am right now, so 19, and this would be in the prequel era. I think between The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones is when I would be 19. And then question number 4, what do you look like? Are there any significant details about your appearance? I would just look like what I look like right now, but I think I would be a bit stronger because, yes, I am not very strong and it would be probably useful to have a bit more strength. But otherwise I would look like this, same height, same build, everything, just yeah, a bit more muscles. Thank you. But then when it comes to clothes, I would be wearing completely all black clothes. I would have a big coat that I could use to hide a lot of gadgets and weapons in, and then I would have some sort of mask or helmet to hide my identity. And then question number 5, what's your planet of origin? It's gonna be Mandalore or one of the other planets in the Mandalore system, like Kalevala. Maybe it should be Kalevala because of the connection to Finland there. Yeah, let's say I would be from Kalevala. And then number 6, what's your occupation, skill or title? So in real life, what do I like doing? I like, photography, videography, filmmaking, all of that. But I don't think I would be making holo films in the Star Wars universe, because no. I think I would be sort of like a private investigator, and I would work directly for the Republic. So basically, if any senators or anyone needs to investigate something, they would just call me and I would handle it. And then number 7, do you have a ship of any kind? I would want a ship, and I think I would be good at flying because I really like driving in real life, and I'm not too bad at like flight sims and things like that, so I would be good at flying, but I would be useless at mechanics. So if something breaks, that's a bigger problem. Maybe I should get an astromech droid or something. But yes, the ship. I would want something on the smaller side, something that's really fast and good with stealth and things like that, but it's still big enough to have hyperdrive and that you can kind of live in it. So I guess something kind of like the Slave One, not that exact model, but or Maul's Scimitar or something like that. I don't know for sure, but I would want it to be a bit more unique. So I don't think I would pick any existing model of ship. I would have to come up with my own thing for that, but I don't have time for it right now, so that's going to be for another time. And then number 8, are you force sensitive? I would say no, I wouldn't be force sensitive. I would be like in tune with the force, but not force sensitive. And then number 9, what's your allegiance? So I would work for the Republic, but then when the Republic falls and becomes the Empire, I would leave. I would not work for the Empire. I would do as much damage as possible before I leave though. And then in the Imperial era, I would just have no affiliation. I wouldn't be Empire or Rebellion. I would just be on my own. Actually, maybe during the Imperial era, I should team up with a bounty hunter and yeah, just work as a team. Would let them do all the capturing and killing and stuff like that. I would just be helping with the process of bounty hunting, and I could just be like backup. Yeah, that sounds good. And then number 10, do you have companions of any kind? Let's be realistic here. I would probably be pretty lonely, but maybe other than the astromech droid that I need to make sure I don't die because my ship breaks, I could maybe have some sort of creature, maybe like a bird-like creature. Not really like Morai, but yeah, something bird-like, not something that exists. Again, I know I'm being very vague with all of these things, but I don't have any existing creature in mind that I would want to have. Either something that looks like a bird or something that looks like a dinosaur. One or the other. And number 11, would you have a weapon? And if so, what is it? Yes, I would absolutely have a weapon. I would have many weapons, in fact. So as I said already, I would have a coat that could hide a lot of gadgets and weapons and stuff. But I think mainly I would have blaster pistols. Westars, maybe? If I'm Mandalorian after all, I could have some Westars. Or then have some sort of rifle. I'm thinking something like the Relby. Yeah, something like that. But I would store my weapons on my ship and then I would just pick out the ones I need for the specific mission I'm on. But I also have a lot of like stealth weapons, stealth takedown stuff and things like that. Yeah, just have a lot of cool gadgets. I really like that kind of stuff, so yeah. And then number 12, what's your backstory? And this I've been thinking about a little bit. So as I said, I would be from a planet in the Mandalore system, and yeah, I picked Avela, I guess. But basically, when the new Mandalorians come with their pacifist ways, my family would be against that, and they would be like imprisoned, taken away, and then I would, as a child, have been sent to Coruscant to go to school to get an education, and then somehow I ended up becoming this investigator type person for the Republic. But that would be my backstory, and that would be why I'm not a traditional Mandalorian. I'm just from there, but the pacifist Mandalorians took away my parents, took away my culture, and now I'm just Mandalorian by blood and nothing else. I know, very sad. So I'm sorry, my mom and dad, but you're getting captured by pacifist Mandalorians. I'm sorry. So my character would have a bit of a rough childhood, I guess. But that's pretty common in the Star Wars universe, so what do you do? But yeah, I think that's pretty solid base of the character that I would be if I was in the Star Wars universe. I mean, let's be honest, if I was actually in the Star Wars universe, I would just be a regular citizen on some random planet, living a probably miserable life. But, you know, we have to make things a bit more interesting. But yeah, as I said, if you want to, I would love to know what kind of character you would be in the Star Wars universe. And in this video, we just kind of talked about stuff, didn't really create anything because I'm kind of busy with some bigger projects right now, which I'm very excited to share with you guys at some point. But if you want to see some more character creation where we actually create something, then go and watch this video right here, where we create a Star Wars character using a random prompt generator. It's a pretty fun one, so go and check that one out if you want to. But I will see you again at some point. Bye bye.